So much so they could surpass the record number recorded last year. The rise in complaints comes as the nursing home industry continues to deal with staffing shortages. 2 in 5 nursing homes in the state reported a shortage of nurses this month, a statistic worse than during the height of the pandemic. Wisconsin and many other states are now working to keep up with the complaints while dealing with staffing shortages. A new report says Wisconsin's childhood obesity rates are lower than the national average. Over 16% of children across the nation ages 10 to 17 are considered obese, but that percentage is only 14% in Wisconsin. Experts say there are a number of factors that can cause childhood obesity, like genetics and eating habits. However, the issue may be caused at a larger level as food insecurity affects children's health as well.
If a child lives in a neighborhood that is considered a food desert, so there are no grocery stores in close proximity, then opportunities for healthful eating may be limited as well.
Westfall says Wisconsin child obesity could easily rise without preventative measures. Parents are encouraged to implement health habits for the whole family. President Joe Biden praised his administration's plans to bring down healthcare costs for seniors, including lower premiums for millions of Medicare recipients starting next year. Skylar Henry has more this morning from the White House.
The Biden administration says for the first time in more than a decade, Medicare Part B premiums are expected to decrease rather than go up next year.
Millions of seniors and people with disabilities on Medicare, that means more money in their pockets while still getting the care they need.
According to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, the standard monthly premium for Medicare Part B in 2023 will decrease by more than $5, while next year's annual deductible will be $7 lower. President Biden spent much of his remarks highlighting the recently signed into law Inflation Reduction Act, which caps out-of-pocket costs for seniors on insulin and prescription drugs. Medicare beneficiary and diabetic Bob Parent says the Inflation Reduction Act gives him peace of mind.
For me, the Inflation Reduction Act will allow me to do things I cherish, be able to travel, to see my grandkids.
This bill actually ought to be called the War on Seniors Act.
Last month on CBS News Face the Nation, Republican Senator Rick Scott slammed the law, which passed despite uniform opposition from congressional Republicans.
Far-left policies have led to record spending.
158 House Republicans have already signed a Republican budget that will cut Medicare and Social Security.
The president's focus on seniors' health care Tuesday comes less than 2 months from the midterm elections. A new CBS News poll shows more than 90% of Medicare-eligible seniors said they will definitely vote in November. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
President Biden also promised to continue fighting for lower insulin costs for all Americans, not just Medicare recipients.
Looking at a nice clear start, but also a pretty cold start. In fact, we have frost and freeze advisories in effect. We have a freeze warning here for our eastern counties as well as northern counties, including Black River Falls and Eau Claire. Frost advisories for everyone else until 8 a.m. this morning. Temperatures, meanwhile, into the 20s further east where we have those freeze warnings. The rest of us, those frost advisories, temperatures mainly into the 30s for you. Looking at mainly clear skies here to start us off this morning, in addition to the cold air, but 61 degrees will be our high this afternoon. Mostly sunny and light and variable winds to work with. For tonight, 39 degrees and partly cloudy, still pretty cold, and light and variable winds persist. Boating forecast a little bit chilly out there. If you plan on heading out, 59 degrees at 3, 6 o'clock, 58, and mainly sunny. Winds light and variable over the water. As far as your drivecast, looking at sunny conditions here for the morning, and then sunny skies for your lunch hour. Mostly sunny for your late afternoon to early evening commute. I'll be back with a final check on your full weather forecast next in weather. Jordan?
Thanks a lot, Derek. Looking forward to that. Well, a fan favorite is donning the claws once again in the third installment in the Deadpool franchise. The Beast unleashes. In our Buzz Report after the break, we're back in just a few minutes. We'll see you right back here.
Did you know Tim Michaels wants to criminalize abortion, even for pregnant rape victims?
But are you willing to support exceptions for rape or incest?
That's correct.
Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
The power to change your future is now. The SUVs are here. Be one of the first to drive a new Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Edge. Custom order your SUV today. Lock in 2.9% financing for 60 months, plus 500 retail order bonus cash on a new 2023 Ford Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Edge.
It's Carl's Red Tag sale time. And you know what that means. Save up to 55% on floor displays, one of a kind, and scratch and dent major appliances. Save up to 40% on clearance TV display models. Save up to $500 on your outdoor cooking solutions. Save on entertainment stands, motion furniture, and mattresses. Dad's just getting started.
Look for the Red Tag. Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
They're destroying America and our livelihoods. Now, DC elites are spending big on Brad Paff. The same Beltway bigwigs who wasted taxpayer money that bailed out elite golf courses and luxury hotels are now bankrolling Brad Paff's campaign because Brad Paff supported their big spending, price-hiking, reckless schemes. And that's why we can't send him to Washington. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's really been a gift having Mom live with us. But as a nurse, my training told me she needed more help than I could provide. So I connected with a place for Mom. My senior living advisor understood our unique situation. She quickly recommended communities and set up tours. A place for Mom helped us get to a decision. And now, Mom is so well cared for.
Our service comes at no cost to your family. Connect with us today.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Did you know Tim Michaels wants to criminalize abortion, even for pregnant rape victims?
But are you willing to support exceptions for rape or incest?
That's correct.
Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Clear skies here in La Crosse with temperatures at 37 degrees, maybe just a tad warmer at the station, if anything, at 38 here in downtown. 5.11 feet and rising is the river stage here in La Crosse with current temperature readings mainly into the 20s off to the east. Black River Falls is at 24, Sparta's at 27, and Volkfield's at 25. The rest of us are mainly into the 30s across much of the Cooley region. Frost and freeze alerts are in effect. We do have a freeze warning in effect for our eastern and northern sections here of the viewing area until 8 o'clock. The rest of us under those frost advisories for low to mid 30s. So make sure to cover up those sensitive outdoor plants or try to bring them inside if you can too. And try to protect your outdoor plumbing equipment as well. Don't want that freezing up on you. Looking at some clear skies across much of the Cooley region with your daycast today showing that we will be looking at clear skies for much of the day. It will be 53 degrees at noon today and then 59 degrees at 5. By 9 we're clear with temperatures at around 49 degrees. High temperatures around the area, 59 today in Black River Falls, rising to 57 in Viroqua, highs reaching 58 in Eau Claire, 61 today in La Crosse, and 59 in Winona. High pressure at the surface is going to slide its way towards the south, and that's going to help reinforce the dry air and sunshine all day long across the Cooley region. As that system moves to the east, though, we'll be on the western flank of that system, so we'll get that south wind motion tomorrow, and that's going to help warm us up, at least start a warming trend here by the end of the work week. And then as we head towards Friday, we'll have that southeasterly wind motion in place to help keep us relatively warm throughout the day as well. And you'll see that here on the 8-day forecast that our highs will rise into the low 70s as we head into Saturday and Sunday, and then once again into early next week, Monday and Tuesday as well, under partly cloudy conditions. A slight chance of a shower possible on Wednesday, and then followed by some cloudier conditions perhaps there on Thursday. Our low temperatures will mainly be into the 40s to low 50s around the Cooley region.
In our Buzz Report this morning, actor Hugh Jackman is set to return as Wolverine in the next Deadpool film. Fellow actor Ryan Reynolds, who has starred as Merc with a Mouth, made the announcement on Tuesday to fans. This will be Deadpool's first appearance in the Marvel Universe. The duo's team up will mark the third film in the successful Deadpool franchise. This new film is expected to be released in September of 2023. Netflix is moving to the gaming world. The streaming service announced that it is opening its own video game studio, Finland. Netflix launched its gaming platform a little over a year ago, and since then, it has gained 3 other gaming studios and introduced 32 games on the platform. This new move comes shortly after Netflix lost nearly 1 million subscribers earlier this year. Well, Derek, this is normally the time when we would head to break and celebrate some birthdays, but unfortunately, no submissions to focus on today.
Well, hopefully we'll get some more, later this week. There's still time, Thursday and Friday, to celebrate with everybody. So if you know a special someone turning 8 months, 8 years, 80 years old, or 88 years old, we'd love to feature them here.
Yeah, make sure you let us know. You can upload their photo right on our website. You see it there, news8000.com. You're going to look for the Submit Pictures button right under the Home tab on our website to let us know.